Welcome back to the Dimera channel. Grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's unpack the explosive Days of Our Lives spoilers for Tuesday, May 26. We have backstabbing, heartbreaking medical news, and some truly devious legacy character mind games to discuss. Let's kick things off with the absolute circus happening over at Dimera Enterprises. EJ Dimera is about to drop a massive bombshell on his son, Johnny. It turns out Tony Dimera is making a ruthless play for the CEO seat, completely betraying Johnny in the process. Can you believe it? Tony is actively trying to throw Johnny out of the top spot. Now, EJ is absolutely furious about this betrayal, probably way more upset than Johnny himself. EJ has always been obsessed with power and control, and seeing his brother maneuver against his son is going to send him into a complete tailspin. EJ thinks he is the puppet master of Salem, but Tony has been playing these corporate games since before EJ was even a thought in Stefano's mind. But here's the kicker regarding this Dimera corporate musical chairs game. We all know Tony isn't working alone. He has formed a highly secretive, dangerous alliance with Gabi Hernandez. Gabi is desperate for a piece of the Dimera pie, and Tony is using her to sabotage the Titangent Dimera merger. I think this is a huge mistake because Tony is playing with fire, and Anna's already having a meltdown over his shady behavior. What do you guys think? Will Tony actually succeed in ousting Johnny, or will EJ crush him first? Let's be real for a second. Johnny couldn't care less about the CEO chair right now, and honestly, who can blame him? He is facing a terrifying reality at home. Sarah Horton is going to call Chanel down to the hospital to discuss her breast biopsy results. Sarah outright refuses to give Chanel the news over the phone, and she specifically pushes Chanel to bring Johnny with her. We all know what that means in soap opera language. When a doctor says, "Bring your husband," it is never good news. Chanel is immediately going to assume the absolute worst, and the sheer panic setting in is going to be heartbreaking to watch. This storyline is hitting so hard because we are looking at a brutal parallel to Paulina Price's recent cancer battle. Chanel watched her mother fight for her life, and now she is facing the exact same terrifying monster while pregnant. The psychological weight of this legacy health crisis is staggering. Johnny is going to step up and be the rock Chanel needs, assuring her they will fight this together. I am telling you, Carson Boatman and Raven Bowens are going to deliver Emmy-worthy performances with this slow burn tragedy. They are one of the few genuinely good couples left in Salem, and it breaks my heart to see them suffer like this. And you won't believe what happens next over at the Kiriaki's mansion. With Stephanie out of town attending Tripp and Wendy's wedding in Hong Kong, Joy Wesley is wasting absolutely no time. She is taking full advantage of this golden opportunity to pull Alex closer to her and baby Kelsey. Joy is completely infiltrating Alex's life, playing the perfect supportive baby mama, while his actual wife is thousands of miles away. It makes my blood boil. Joy is manipulating this entire situation, using her daughter as a pawn to wedge herself permanently into Alex's heart. A lot of fans think Joy is just an innocent mother looking out for her kid, but I'm telling you, she is a calculated manipulator. Let's not forget, she is Chloe Lane's sister and Nancy Wesley's daughter. Scheming is literally in her DNA. She lied about that pregnancy test over a year ago, and now she swoops back into town exactly when Stephanie and Alex's marriage is on the rocks. Alex, with his massive abandonment issues stemming from his mother Angelica Devereaux, is completely blind to Joy's toxic agenda. He is so desperate to be the father he never had that he is letting Joy completely disrespect his marriage. When Stephanie returns from Hong Kong, she is going to walk into a nightmare. She is already suffering from severe PTSD and paranoia from being kidnapped by Owen Kent. Seeing Alex, Joy, and Kelsey playing Happy Family is going to send Stephanie into an unhinged spiral. And let's not forget, Stephanie still has that gun Steve gave her. This is a recipe for an absolute disaster, and I am terrified of who might end up catching a bullet when Stephanie finally snaps. Hold on to your hats, because this next spoiler is the most mind-blowing twist of the day. Over at the Horton house, Jennifer Devereaux is going to make a stunning, jaw-dropping move. She is going to approach Kat Green and offer her a truce. Yes, you heard me right. Jennifer is extending an olive branch to the woman who masqueraded as her dead daughter Abigail and severely traumatized her grandson Thomas. Kat is going to be completely shocked, but will eagerly accept the truce, desperate for any shred of acceptance in Salem. But let's pause and analyze this, because there is absolutely no way Jennifer is doing this out of the goodness of her heart. I passionately defend the Horton legacy, and I know for a fact Jennifer hates Kat with every fiber of her being. So why the sudden peace treaty? It is a calculated distraction. Remember, Jack is secretly working with Gwen to investigate EJ's secret tunnels and resurrection pods to see if Abigail's body is down there. Jennifer's playing nice with Kat to keep EJ and the rest of the Dimera camp completely off guard while Jack snoops around. It is a brilliant, classic, legacy character plot twist. Speaking of Kat, Chad Dimera is going to be completely blindsided when he hears about Jennifer's so-called truce. As the creator of the Chad Dimera channel, I have to say Chad has every right to be furious and confused. He was forced to sign a custody agreement, promising to stay away from Kat, just to appease Jennifer and Jack. Now Jennifer is playing nice with the very woman she banned Chad from seeing. The hypocrisy is staggering. Chad is currently trying to move on with Belle Black, but this truce is going to pull him right back into the messy orbit of Kat Green. I am firmly on Chad's side here. He is being manipulated by everyone around him, and he deserves some real answers. Finally, we have to talk about the absolute radioactive toxicity brewing between Sarah, Brady, Xander, and Kristen. Xander is officially moving back into the Kyriakis mansion, and the tension is going to be so thick you could cut it with a knife. Sarah and Xander are going to be forced to navigate this incredibly awkward new normal, living under the same roof while actively despising each other's current romantic choices. Let's break down how insane this dynamic is. Sarah is currently locking lips and trauma bonding with Brady Black. Watching them together is going to drive Xander absolutely insane with jealousy. But Xander is in no position to judge, because he is currently engaging in a highly dangerous, destructive sexual affair with Kristen Dimera! I think this is the most foolish thing Xander has ever done. Kristen literally kidnapped Sarah, drugged her, and shipped her off to an island, stealing months of her life. For Xander to sleep with the woman who tortured the mother of his child is a betrayal on a cosmic scale. Victor Kyriakis must be rolling in his grave watching his mansion turn into this circus. Xander and Sarah are trapped in a vicious cycle of trying to hurt each other, and it is going to blow up spectacularly. Especially since Gwen Rizchek is lurking in the shadows, perfectly positioned to catch Xander and Kristen in bed. When Sarah inevitably finds out that Xander is sleeping with her worst enemy, there will be no coming back for them. The fallout is going to shake Salem to its core.